Hello there. I am joined by my little friend. I'm joined by my little friend Grogu today because we're going to be doing the Yoda kind of watch party. We're going to be watching the Yoda stream. Atomic Mass Games is doing their... I know. Isn't it nice? He's excited. Are you excited? You're going to see your dad. You're going to see your daddy today. Ooh, he's excited. Yes, he wants to see his daddy. All right, so we're going to be watching the live stream for Atomic Mass Games is going to reveal Yoda. They're going to reveal Yoda today. They're going to be painting him, and we might get a little more information. Maybe Luke Eddy will be there talking about it, possibly. That's one of the things that we're looking forward to. Is seeing. We got some Yoda art spoiled during the art panel. That was certainly very exciting. What is going on, everybody? Let me share this out, too, by the way. I probably want to share the stream because it's a whole new stream. And we're going to be doing more streaming. Yoda stream. There we go. All right, so I'm sharing that out. It's going to be, my guess is this is going to be kind of indicative of the Yoda pose that the miniature will be in. That seems pretty appropriate. So that's my guess. That is my guess. I guess we will have to see. I'm sharing this out. So hopefully you guys are still doing well. Hopefully everybody had a chance to catch up on the art panel, and you guys are gonna watch along with me. It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing Yoda and hearing a little bit about. I want to hear from you guys though. What are the things that you're hoping to learn about Yoda? Like, what are your hopes and dreams for Yoda? When will AMG hire you to be their hype man for release trailers? I don't know. Maybe as long as news goes well with my voice and doctor appointments that are coming up, I might be able to continue to do speaking work for a very long time. Coming soon to an FLGS near you, it's Grogu's daddy, Yoda for Star Wars Legion. Get your expansion before supplies run out because the Force will be with you, even if you don't. But it'd be a lot cooler if you did. Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm really curious how Yoda's going to run. I think he's going to be... Wouldn't it be cool if he was dual faction, right? I think he's going to be a pretty good swordsman. I think he's going to be mobile. He might be fast. He might be speed 1. I wonder if he'll have force speed, right? Like, that's one of the things I really think that he needs to have. Like, Yoda should probably be speed 1, but he also needs the ability to get around the battlefield really, really quick. So... that's I think this is a perfect opportunity for them to bring force speed into the game. It's like one of the few force powers that aren't represented yet. We're also going to be doing some giveaways. So how many of you guys know about my giveaways, right? I got some Legion specific giveaways today. We've got a Z6 Trooper and Fleet Trooper. And if I flip those over, you'll see they're all double-sided. We got Snow Troopers and DLTs. So we'll do one of these in the stream, one of them on Discord. So we'll be able to get all that good, cool stuff. So yeah, so that's gonna happen. So before the stream starts, I'll ask you guys for a hashtag at the end of the stream. I'll announce the winner, and then I'll put the other one up in Discord. So if you are watching this after the fact, there's still a chance for you to win. Just hop in Discord, check out the giveaways channel in Discord. And if you missed any of the other giveaways, some of those are still running in Discord. I think I'm going to start. The plan right now is I'm going to be announcing winners on Sunday for that. So I've been doing a lot of promo giveaways for these streams. That's kind of how it's been working. That's kind of how it's been working. So let's see. All right. Let's see. Oh yes. How many of you guys saw the Razor Crest spoiled for X-Wing? I think that has Legion implications, because now that we are finally getting Mandalorian-based content into our minis games, that means I'm sure Mando himself won't be too far behind. You know, that seems reasonable to me. But yes, it'd be really cool to see two different cards, one battle mode and one more command style. Yeah, granted, a lot of times you can build characters multiple different ways. So maybe he's just one card, and it depends on how you want to build him. My guess is he's going to be very expensive, and he'll have abilities that work either to support... I mean, in most of the other games where Yoda exists so far, he, like, in all of his formats for X-Wing, he functions as a support, like helping other Jedi. My guess is he will have something like Master of the Force that can... like Grandmaster of the Force, he can recover his own upgrades or somebody else within distance 1 to 2 of him, or something like that. Like, that's an ability that I would imagine for Yoda. It's similar enough to a existing ability, but he can help someone else. That also pairs up to how we've seen it before. That's my prediction. Grandmaster of the Force 2, or something like that. I mean, it could be 3. It could be 3. But I don't think we need to give him like MOTF 3 or GOTF 3, because just it being Grandmaster of the Force, even if it's just a 2, that's still strong, but it makes it stronger because it can help other people as well. Granted, he could be a good candidate for Master of the Force 3. But if he's going to be Master of the Force 3, he's probably going to have a weaker saber. Like, he might only have a 4 dice lightsaber. It might be 4 red, you know. So I don't know. I don't know how his saber is going to be. How long until the stream? The stream will be starting at 10 Eastern, which is in exactly 19 minutes from now. So I usually start my streams half an hour prior. And yeah, I don't know if we'll go too much later. It depends on how much they reveal and how much they spoil. Do you think he will have a powerful 1-pip? Yeah, I think his command cards are going to be... I think Yoda's command cards will probably be extremely powerful. He might even be kind of fragile, as far as, like, I don't know if he should be somebody that has, like, 6 health. He might be a 5 health commander. He probably should be a 5 health commander. Maybe I could make the case for a 4 health commander, but I don't like that idea. I mean, that would be really crazy if they made him a 4 health commander. But, I mean, stranger things have happened. I mean, we have 4 health commanders, but you're usually low health because they're less significant. So that's it. What do you think, Grogu? What do you think about your daddy? We're going to see him. What do you think? You don't have any thoughts? You don't have any thoughts, little guy? Oh, he's happy. He's really happy. He is happy to see. Did they announce a Yoda for Legion? Yes. Of course they... Or it's not leaked. It's been officially announced. They officially announced it a while back in one of their streams. Now, there's a big difference between having an official announcement article. I'm talking. There's a big difference between having a full-blown announcement article versus having, like, officially kind of announced it. I can't stay mad at you. You're so cute. This guy is adorable. But yeah, no, they I don't consider it a leak when they announce it on stream. And they announced him on stream. All right, sure. All right, go over there for a little bit. I know, I love you too. It's gonna be okay. I'll go ahead and take a nap. But yeah, let's see. Shh, shh, shh. All right, I don't have to turn you up. No more. Okay. But yeah, so I think it counts as officially announced because they announced it in the stream. Also, they showed us the art, and then of course they talked about it later. Like when they announced they were painting Yoda for Legion. Like that's an announcement. It's on their website. We're painting Yoda's Legion mini. Like that's an announcement. We just don't have the full announcement article, and AMG doesn't really do announcement articles in the same way that FFG does. Like once FFG stops putting out their announcement articles, which I think have already happened, we're not going to have the same type of announcements that we normally do. So you kind of have to wait for AMG to kind of tease it or spoil it for it to be official. Now, granted, I consider anything that comes out of Lion Rampant as official, since that they are owned by Asmodee. And granted, not officially revealed at that point, but I trust everything that comes out of Lion Rampant. But yeah. What? That's inappropriate. But yeah, so will there be any new Force cards that I know of? No, we don't know really anything about it other than it's going to be Yoda. I'm wondering if he's going to be dual faction. I would love to see a version of him also for the Rebels, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll get that. And of course, if we did see a version of him for the Rebels, I would expect him not to have a lightsaber and to be a lot more Force oriented. But I don't think we'll see him for the Rebels. I think he's going to strictly be for the other stuff. Oh, we're getting closer to start. 15 minutes out. All right, here. All right. So we got some great looks at some of the art earlier. How many of you guys saw the Yoda art from the art panel? That was very, very exciting. So I think this is one of his command card update art pieces. It's really I love the art that they've shown. They previewed a big building for Marvel. I did see that. Will he have Master of the Force 3? No, if you're just tuning in, earlier I was saying I think he might have a variation on Master of the Force. I can imagine him having Grandmaster of the Force, where he, instead of just readying his own cards, has the option to ready other people's cards instead of his own, or kind of divide it up. So, like, what if it's Grandmaster of the Force 2 or something like that? And it's like, you at the end of your activation, you may ready 2 cards of friendly characters within range 1 to 2. So he can do himself, or he can do other characters, which I think that would be really cool. I'd like to see something like that. So there's that. That's one of my predictions for Yoda. That's a way to allow him that whole mentoring thing, so you could build him as like a support for other characters. But like, I don't know if there's that many characters that need that ability just yet. So that's one thing I wonder about. Like, it'd be good with Anakin, because then Anakin might not have to play his his command cards. That's kind of one of the things that I am thinking about. And if you guys are curious about the Yoda panel, it's going to be starting in about 13 minutes. We'll jump over to the AMG stream as soon as they start. Oh, we're getting some more art. Look at that. We're getting some more art from that. That's cool. I like it. I like Yoda. Man, I bet you that's another command card for him too. He's gonna be awesome. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Oh, and he's deflecting that Force lightning. Look at this dude deflecting Force lightning. He is so nice. Oh man, I like it. They're spoiling even more Yoda Arc in Yoda Art, not Yoda Arc. But yeah, so that's happening. He looks good. I'm gonna throw those into my little slideshow. I like that. Let's do that. Did that work? No, see here. Here we go. We are getting closer. There we go. So this is what they're showing us here now too. This is another nice one. I think these are all going to be all of his command cards. So I think this is going to be the Yoda. Let's guess. 3 pip, because it shows a lot of people. Could be. 2 pip, 2 big rocks. 1 pip. Like the ultimate power, right? That's my guess. That's my guess. Going to give him some kind of deflect or some kind of, you know, some kind of really good defense. And like, no, I'm putting the cane down. You're gonna get it, you know. Yeah, that's kind of my guess. But or this could be a force upgrade too. It could be like a, you know what, you can't hit me with ranged attacks anymore. That would be really cool. So what's going on, everybody that's in the chat right now? We are waiting for this Yoda panel to start. It should be starting in about 10 minutes. I'm just kind of running through some of the art that they have shown us for Yoda already. And it's super awesome. I'm digging it. Digging the art. Oh, this is good stuff. Yeah, I think this dude is going to be fun. You know, so I guess one of the things that I'm curious about is flight stand or on a tall rock. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of don't want him on a flight stand. Like, I would almost rather like the lightsaber be under him, like he's doing a flip, and like the lightsaber's actually the flight stand, you know. Do you expect any spoilers of command cards or just the card and just model? My expectation is for it to almost exclusively be the model and the mini and the painting of the model and the mini with some background discussion of maybe the way, like the design philosophy behind Yoda and what kind of, like giving you some just kind of general ideas on what makes him great, how he's going to work, what role is he going to play on the battlefield, without specifics. You know, and that's kind of what I get, I guess. He's smaller than R2, so they have to do something besides the Yoda model. Yeah. And it very well could be on a flight stand. I don't know. I am not sure about that. He is little, but yeah, the lightsaber is going to give him a lot more like meat. Oh. I wouldn't also be surprised if they had build options. If you could kind of build him with a cane, kind of like his, you know, Empire Strikes Back version, or if you could build him with a lightsaber. I really hope he's a dual faction pack, but I don't want to get too crazy about that. We'll be starting in about 8 minutes once they start, so it's gonna be good, and we got more stuff coming up tomorrow too. More streams. The big Legion stream is going to be tomorrow night around 8 o'clock Eastern. That's going to be the real big one where they kind of go over everything. And then the closing ceremonies. I don't know if I'm going to restream the closing ceremonies. But yeah, there's that. There's also an X-Wing panel tomorrow around 6 p.m. And so they're going to be opening up some of the new Squadron packs, even though some stores actually happen to have those in hand already. Those are coming out, I think, next week. So those are coming out soon. So I don't know if there'll be a whole lot of spoilers in those Squadron packs or not, but that is going to happen tomorrow. So we'll be doing 2 live streams tomorrow. And yeah, and then I think starting Sunday we'll just be kind of trying to wrap up the information. So let's see here. I'm posting some more pictures in Discord of the other Yoda pics because I like those. Those are pretty. And they're getting close. We've got about 7 more minutes. So let's see, what else are we going on? Let's see, Yoda jetpack trail, but he's farting. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I wonder what the next Empire expansion will be. It's going to be a little while because the next thing is going to be all Clone Wars from Kashyyyk. So, Empire might be short on supports. I think we're probably overdue for maybe another support for the Rebels in the Empire. I'm also starting to think that maybe we could get core options. More core options would be pretty cool. The next Empire thing I want is Inquisitors. Yes, yes, and more yes. I want more Force users for all the other factions. And I think if Yoda's coming out here, that's a good opportunity for them to bring out more Force users. I want you know, Kanan and Ezra for the Rebels. I also want Cal Kestis for the Rebels. I also really want to see, you know, the Grand Inquisitor, and you know, I'm a little torn on whether or not I want to see, you know, people like specific Inquisitors, or if I want like generic Inquisitors that can be a certain way. Chirrut and Baze, great option. Great option for Chirrut, Imwe, and Baze Malbus, especially with the counterpart system. They would. I'd love to see them work that way. You'd love to see Thrawn for the Empire. That's a really good option. I think since we saw Thrawn on the ground in Rebels, there's a good case for him leading a ground operation. I think that would be really cool. It'd be a tough one though, because you know he could be hard to get right. He could be really hard to get right. He might even have an ability where, like, your opponent plays a command card and then you choose and play a command card after your opponent does. Maybe that's like a once per game ability or something like that. But I could see that being something that Thrawn could do. But yeah, I'm not sure. Imperial. They should add generic Imperial soldiers. Oh, like, are you talking about the guys from Solo, a Star Wars story? I think the Mud Troopers is a great option to show up. Those will definitely be a thing. Just checking back in with the stream. It's still queued up and ready to go. I'll be turning off my mic and we'll go ahead and watch the stream, and then we'll switch back to talking about whatever was spoiled afterwards. Then, you know, we'll kind of wrap things up after that. So that is cool. Again, there's also links in the description below if you want to support the channel at all. There's going to be all kinds of links. Also want to thank Luxury Playstyle for being a channel sponsor. Be sure to check them out. They have amazing tokens for Legion or for X-Wing, for lots of other games. Check out luxuryplaystyle.com. Use code Crabbok VIP. You can save 15%. And you are going to get a free Crabbok Lightsaber Nunchuck token on any order of $35 or more. This is also, like, if you have seen any of my other streams, they're going to be working on Legion tokens. So there's going to be some more Legion tokens coming out for Luxury Playstyle, which is cool. I use them in all of my Legion games as well. So that's also going to be fun. So, yeah, no, I think more stuff from Solo would be fun. You know what? Another thing that was kind of cool in Solo. Do you guys remember those the cops on Corellia? They had those kind of square-looking bikes that almost looked like a cassette recorder. You know, like those would be pretty cool to have. There was lots more speeders. You know, I think they could do a pod racing game, or like a racing game that's like Star Wars themed. I think that could be like maybe something that they end up doing. You've got all of the pod racing stuff. You've got swoops. You've got speeder bikes. You've got, you know, full size speeders. You know, you could even make it like a Mario Kart kind of thing. It could be fun. Could be fun, but I don't know. Do you think they'll do an alternate Obi-Wan or Anakin operative like they did for Luke and Vader? I think those type of things are very possible. I think Obi-Wan has got a realistic chance of showing up in Legion. He's showed up in so many other games, even as Old Man Ben Kenobi. Granted, that would also mean that he has access to Obi-Wan Kenobi's command cards, if they indeed name him Obi-Wan Kenobi. If they don't want him to have access to that, they could change him up drastically and just label him Ben Kenobi. I don't think they'll do that because I think that's kind of cheating, But I'd like to see Old Man Obi-Wan show up for the Rebels, have access to Ben Kenobi's, Obi-Wan's from the Clone Wars' command cards. So then he'd have like 6 potential command cards. That could be really cool. Let's see. Do you think they'll do an alternate Obi-Wan or Anakin operative? I think Anakin is viable for a different version at some point. I don't know how badly we need it right now because I think the Anakin that we have seems pretty solid. But I think you can fit other versions of Anakin. I think you can do young Anakin as an operative. Like episode 2 Anakin. I was hoping they would have done him first. But I could see maybe doing an episode 2 version of Anakin. I think it'll be a little anticlimactic though if you have, because in theory he'd have to be less good than Anakin. Now that might mean that he doesn't have the flaw. That might mean that he is a cheaper point cost. But still, it's not going to feel quite so cool if if he's just less good. But I guess we'll have to see. I'm looking forward to Gungans personally, and seeing how sub factions are going to work. I hope that they eventually talk about sub factions. I would love to see that. But I don't know. I don't know if they will. I don't know. Let's see. We got lots of art. And not a whole lot else. I love this one. And man, like the art panel is just great, and I kind of get at a loss for words sometimes when looking at how good the art is. Gungans would be interesting. I think they are. I did a whole episode of Double Critical talking about how great I think they would be and how I think they could work. I think to make them stand out, you give them like a core option. You make them strong because like the Gungans were warriors. They were tough. Just because Jar Jar Binks was silly, it doesn't mean all of Gungans were silly. But they could be really strong, but not have a ranged attack. Right? They could have shields as an option, but them just be melee only. Oh, we're gonna switch over. Uh-oh, he's got no audio. Oh, he's got a cane. I'm talking right now because Will Schick has no audio. So that's why I'm talking. That's one of the good things about watching. I'm going to do an ad-lib for Will.
You know sound, son.
Oh, there he is. All right, I'm turning my mic off. Nope, no, that's somebody else. Hi, I'm Will Schick, and I'm gonna fix my sound right now, but check out this really cool Yoda. Because oh man, look at him, he's got
Still
the
no
cane.
sound.
Oh.
There's no sound.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. Once he gets his sound fixed.
Sound. No one can hear you.
He's still talking. So, here at Atomic Mass Games, my name is Will Schick, and here joining me is Dallas Kemp. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about Yoda and why we decided to give him nunchucks.
No sound.
We decided to give Yoda nunchucks because we knew lightsaber nunchucks were the most important thing to do when considering a Jedi Grand Master. And that's why you can clearly see that's not exactly a walking stick in Yoda's hand. It's actually lightsaber nunchuck. It's in disguise, because that's what we do with our Jedi Grand Masters. We will continue to talk more about these spoilers. Also, I'd like to let you guys know that we are putting Crabbok on his own card. He will be a commander in this game, clone commander.
Now,
there we go.
I see that the audio bumper is going.
All right.
So there seems to be pretty clear things that there's sound now. You can see Dallas's magic hands. Yeah, I hear sound coming through Twitch, so I think we've got it all figured out. It's unfortunate that that was me reading off the Yoda card, and I'm not going to go back. So, hopefully somebody can go back and decipher all of the cool things that Yoda does. And now it's time to paint the one and only Jedi Master Yoda. So here we go. All right. With that going on, and this technical issue now solved for tonight. Let's go
I don't know.
ahead and-
Can you hear me, Schick?
I can hear you, yeah. I could hear you the whole time, bud. The whole time. I just kept talking because I wasn't going to stop on my train of Yoda spoilers.
Okay, well, I can't hear you too. Yeah, but you're on delay now.
I'm on delay. How about now, sir? How about now?
Thank you.
Okay, there we go. We've got everything figured out. You already started painting. You're like going forward with all that stuff. So you can see that we have two different versions of Jedi Master Yoda going on here. We have the leapy fighty Ataru pose, and we have the very concentrated force push, force lift, whatever force shenanigans Yoda happens to be up to there pose. So you do get a lot of different options in the Jedi Master Yoda box, and you can utilize either one of these fine fellows in your Legion armies. So as I was saying before, it's really exciting to be here and to be able to show off the miniatures for Jedi Master Yoda, who's going to be coming out later this year, despite all of the audio issues. Dallas is like right in there. I might just sit there and watch everything going on.
I'm just gonna paint.
There is one other option, or there's one other option that you can go. So you have the leapy pose. You also have, if you prefer Force Yoda with lightsaber and eyes open, you can go that way too. So there's a whole lot of options in this set, and you can customize it in a number of different ways. And of course, use whichever one suits your fancy for your feeling. You can paint them all up and have a good time. Yeah, so you're just going classic Yoda colors, are you not here, Dallas?
I'm going classic Yoda. I want a nice classic Yoda for my legions.
I like it. I don't think I'm going to do anything too crazy, although I am tempted to do something to tie him in with my 104th Battalion Wolfpack clones.
Give him some Wolfpack like cloth or something, some camouflage or.
I don't know if I do camouflage, but maybe something like gray stripey or something. Get that going on.
I was going to ask permission for Weird Yoda, but I was too scared to ask.
You were hard denied on Weird Yoda. There's only one Yoda here, and it's standard edition Yoda. It's Galactic Republic Yoda.
I was given the boot on Weird Yoda.
Your green looks a little yellow tonight, sir. Are you using more of a yellow green to hit that skin tone? This seems like perfectly timed since you just did your painting non-human flesh tones class today.
Yeah, I learned a lot. That's how I'm going to paint Yoda. I taught myself how to do this earlier.
Yeah? You prepared before?
I got a ton of different greens on the palette. I got a bunch of blues and grays. So I'm just going to utilize all that. And I figure what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. I was looking at a bunch of different bunch of different Yodas. I noticed that like that mid-tone on him is a very kind of olive color.
Mm-hmm.
And his highlights become more white, typically. Like they move toward white and desaturated. So I want to build in that like mid-tone, and I'm going to shade and highlight and hopefully get somewhere that's very reminiscent of classic Yoda.
Are we going puppet Yoda or are we going CGI Yoda? These are important distinctions here.
I'm going for like if Yoda was real.
If Yoda was real? Yoda is real in our hearts, sir. In our hearts. True. I'm excited to see what you do with that Cad Bane you were painting during your faces class as well, your skin tones class.
You know what? I wasn't gonna finish this because like a lot of times, like right, we do a lot of like different painting videos. You kind of end up with a bunch of different half-painted miniatures laying around your house, and you're like, oh, what am I gonna do with this? And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna put together this Cad Bane, gonna leave the arm off for the paint video. Probably not gonna finish it. And then at the end of the stream, I'm like, I'm totally gonna finish this guy.
Nailed it.
So I dug out his other arm. I need to prime it, but like I can show it off here and people can see it. We gave Cad Bane like a little. Let's get him in focus. Gave him a little face tattoo. So now I'm kind of like imagining him as just like some, not necessarily Cad Bane from my force, but more just like a random Duros bounty hunter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, take him and turn him into something for your skirmish force.
Yeah.
And that unique background. Tell your own tale. I like it. I'm a big fan of customization in terms of just telling the story you want with your own collection.
Oh, why not?
He could be Dad Blaine.
Dad Blaine.
Dad Blaine. Getting his Duros kids to Duros soccer practice. And saving the galaxy from scum like Tan Bolo.
Every time he gets ready to, he picks up the keys and it's time to go. He's just like, all right, rebels, let's get to rambling.
That's right. He's like, don't make me call Grand Moff on you kids. That's your mom, her.
Grandma Gideon.
Grandmom Gideon. Oh. I like it. This is the Star Wars content we're all truly tuned in for by the end of MiniStravaganza. I mean, for crying out loud, we did so much streaming today and yesterday that my mic is burned out. I had to switch mics. Things continue to just be quite crazy.
It's been a great weekend so far. I'm having a blast. I'm painting miniatures, hanging out with people, and that's what I'm all about.
100%.
We were just talking before we started that my little Legion force is growing.
Yeah, you're doing a whole clone skirmish force, right? That's
really.
been the push phase 2s because you're a man of my heart.
Dude, okay, so I fell in love with the phase 2 armors. And Luke, I got with Luke and asked him some questions about like kind of building a skirmish level force.
Mm-hmm.
And so I put together, it's a clone commander, a 3 units of troopers, phase 2 troopers, and they got some upgrades, like there's an engineer, which I'll explain why there's an engineer in just a second. There's an engineer, and there's I think 2 rockets, 2 rockets in 2 different units, and then there's a TX-130. And
yeah, you gotta have that saber tank. That thing is sick.
I was explaining to Luke, I was just like, look, man, I am if there's an option to take a big bloody vehicle, I'm in. I gotta have tanks. I'm heavy armor.
I agree. Tanks are cool. That's one of the best parts about typically large like scale war games like Legion and stuff, is that you get to see all the big boys coming in. You get your heavy armor, you get your AA5s and your lats and all that stuff. Oh, that's... Why use a tank when you can have more clones? Because the tank is cooler. I already have enough clones. I need a tank.
Look, if it was even like I did listen to the awesome dev discussion earlier today, and you brought up the casual versus competitive, and I think that's always such an interesting question, and there were some really great answers. And Pagani brought up like the way I answer that is like as a casual player, I'm a casual player. I like a narrative. I like having fun. I like telling a story, but I want a tight rule set, and I want to give my opponent a good game, but I want to tell a story. Like if 2 TX-130s was like even remotely even the slightest bit like fieldable in a way that would give my opponent a good game, it would be two TX 130s.
Well, you're the one who keeps pushing to see that dewback commander come in so that you can have your full dewback army.
Look, don't make me get the don't get me to rally the
The
community behind
chat.
me.
I mean, I
Clone,
was.
I like the
I,
clone commander, dewback commander that allows dewbacks to be troop choices. Come on, come on.
yeah. Doobie Squad 9. That's what they would be called.
Uh, actually, I had a one Mr. Michael Plummer had a great name for it earlier, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm legally allowed to say it.
Probably not.
Probably not.
If you
I
have to
need
ask, you're probably not. It's probably not a good idea. That's what I've learned over the years. If my time has taught me anything, it's if you have to ask, just don't do it. Which might not be the most fun way, but it's definitely the safest way. I don't know. It's late. Simone might not be here. We might be safe. She's totally here, though. I know it. I can feel it. I can sense her
yeah.
presence.
I feel that presence glaring down. I need to change. I'm looking at your Yoda, and I realize like I don't think I'm painting my. I usually paint with, as you know, I paint with reference, and I'm not painting with reference. I'm painting with my heart.
Paint with
And
your heart.
I'm looking at your Yoda, and you got a more yellow coat on him.
I'm gonna work it up. I'm gonna work it up into like so. There's. I mean, depending on the reference you pick, you're gonna get a whole bunch of different
True.
colors. So
I'm gonna go with something a little more gray.
I think you get away with gray. I'm seeing like when I was going through reference, you know, there's a bit more brown. There's some more tans. There's really light. It depends on which scene, what version, and all this stuff. So I'm kind of just riffing off of what I think of when I think of Yoda, and then just going with that. You know,
I mean,
I'm not overthinking it here.
are you Riff Tans in it?
I am not a shark man. No. Unfortunately, I am not the legend of Riff Tamsin. I wish I was. I'm not. It's okay though. I'm other things. I'm not gonna judge myself next to that incredible man about town with all the teeth.
As you know, I only recently watched all 7 seasons of Clone Wars, and I was not ready for Riff Tanzen. And then I was just like, I need that guy.
The whole story arc, you know, when they're on Mount Calamari and fighting underwater and all that. I mean, it was something else. I was not really prepared for underwater Clone Wars battles, and all the questions it left me. Like, you know, we've seen clones in space. Water in space is kind of like the same thing, but things are different. I don't know. I liked that arc a lot.
Water and space are like the same thing.
They're like the same thing, but
you can't breathe in them, and you can't. No one can hear you scream in either one.
That's not true. You can definitely hear screams in water. They're not, you know, they're not intelligible, but they're there. They're there.
Hobbits.
Chad's asking how we choose what to paint first, either the skin or the clothing, and my answer to that is I have never particularly felt super comfortable painting skin of any type, so I always leave it for last, much like a child who wants to eat their vegetables last. I leave the thing that is least palatable to me for the end, and even though I've gotten more comfortable with skin over the years, it's just a habit that I've never broken. So I do my skins last. Like the face, all of that stuff is always the last thing for the miniature for me.
See, I paint basically inside out. I start with the skin. I basically dress my miniature, right? and I start from the skin out, I would normally wait for everything to dry, finish the skin. But when we're on stream, I just kind of go. So I
Just
usually
kinda
start with the skin and then I'll adapt and add other steps.
bounce around a little bit.
Yeah.
You could always pull out that sweet hair dryer and, you know, just work the process.
Yeah, John mentioned hair dryers earlier, and I'm definitely a huge proponent of hair dryers for miniature painters. Like, sign me up. I'm in a rush.
I'm
When you
not
get
too.
paid to do it, you learn to
It's true. When you're paid by the hour,
or by the minute.
by the completed miniature project, you know, it definitely changes your efficiency rating. I'm okay to watch paint dry from time to time, but I do utilize, like, you work with a lot of washes and stuff. We do that a lot on stream. So I have the hair dryer. I stole the hair dryer from the bathroom. It never got used anyway by anyone else, so I just have it next to my desk now. And so
I'm bald and I own like 4 hair dryers.
that's a lot of hair dryers. You really only need one. I mean, I don't think you need different hair dryers for different dry, like, miniature dry jobs, but
There's definitely one at the office and there's one here at the house. So there's
sure.
automatically 2. And then I got an extra one somehow. So it's just in a closet. Okay, so it's 3, sorry. But yeah, when you get paid, like when it's like, okay, I'm gonna get paid when this miniature gets turned in. I'd really like to eat this week, so I'm gonna go ahead and I need to knock this out.
It's true. Back in those freelance days, those struggling artist days, before you became the man who makes the decision, the one with all the power.
I don't have all the power.
Oh my goodness.
We
Yeah,
share it. We share it.
I definitely. I mean, I just de facto to you when it comes to getting miniatures painted, and which artists we should go with and stuff. I just judge the final work. You know, it's that delegation of authority. Like,
I definitely have like a little collection of
you
people.
make it, but you have to make it in such a way that I'm going to be okay with it, because I have to make it in such a way that Simone's going to be okay with it. You know, it's a whole hierarchy of needs and wants.
Yeah, it's a 3-step process.
It is. Sometimes it's a 6 or 7-step process.
That's true too. Gotta get through those first 3. I make Schick happy, Schick makes Simone happy.
That's right. That's how we work it. Everyone else is largely trying to make one of us happy. It's a vicious ecosystem, especially when the apex predator is a Simone. How tall does the Yoda miniature stand?
I got a Darth Vader here.
You got the calipers, because I don't know the exact measurement.
I do have calipers.
We've got a couple of reference ones. I can put him next to a clone trooper. Dallas has a Vader, so that'll hopefully give a little bit. He's a wee little Jedi, as he should be, honestly. Got some really high contrast in that cloak. I'm liking that. And yeah, for those asking in the chat, you do get both poses in the Yoda pack. So in the character pack, you're going to get both Ataru Leapy Yoda and Force Focusing Yoda. So, you know, if you feel the need, you can swap them out during play. You flip them back and forth to make sure the story is being told right. It's clear this battle cannot be decided by our mastery of the Force, but our skills with the lightsaber. And then you put in Leapy Yoda. Yeah!
It's when the music starts.
Is it?
Dun, dun,
I
dun.
think the music started before that, but, you know, it was probably different music. Certainly more exciting music starts.
What color is Yoda's fingernails?
Wow, there's a lot of shade at Yoda here.
Rude.
I know. Yoda, you know, he he had a whole plot working against him. Okay, folks. Sometimes you just can't win, even if you should.
There's an amazing quote. You can not make any mistakes and still lose.
It is possible to play the game perfectly and still lose. It's true. It's true. I don't think Yoda played the game perfectly. I mean, I'm not gonna staunchly defend the decisions and the way in which they ran things. I think that new management was definitely needed by the time of, Palpatine and all of that coming through. But by the same token, the deck was pretty stacked against him.
That's what Qui-Gon Jinn represents.
It's true. He's unfortunately the new way of thinking that nobody really accepts. He's like, but what if? What if? Yoda was not playing the right game. I'm kind of on board with this line of thinking. Alright, I want to push the contrast in this cloak even more. I'm going to grab some white sands.
Hot pink. That is not. Simone's telling me hot pink. No.
Wait, what? Hot pink?
I'm not doing hot pink Yoda. I had other ideas, and Schick told me that you would say no. And
yeah, we were told. I'm telling you, hot pink Yoda was not a thing. I will totally paint a pink Yoda though. You want a pink Yoda? I have another Yoda here.
Yeah.
I have to paint the snakes. They're snakes? I thought they were just roots.
No,
There's snakes in my Yoda?
Those are roots.
Somebody's telling me they're snakes. Snakes?
No, those are. Wait, what? No.
I've had enough with these snakes on this Yoda.
No, those are roots.
I'm pretty sure they're roots. I don't see any snakes on this Yoda.
Those are 100% roots.
I don't see any snakes on this Yoda here.
He's gonna run, climb.
Run, climb?
Swing from this hairy vine.
Oh. What is happening right now?
I can be your backpack while you jump.
No. We're not going there. We're not. It's not late enough in the night for that. We're not there yet.
Are you sure we're not there?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know. My mic's my technical setup right now certainly thinks it's that late. Dallas wins more points than Will. I mean, that's fair. That usually happens. I've learned not to compete with any of my coworkers. They're typically way better at their jobs than I am. That's why they have that job.
That's right.
I'm just really good at, organization and getting the best out of them. I used to work with somebody who was a creative director, and he had a great line about, he's like, I'm not very good at all these jobs, but what I'm really good at is getting the best out of the people who are good at those jobs. And I was like, you are a wise man.
True. I learned that in the restaurant industry when I worked in restaurants. It's just like, I don't gotta flip the best burgers. I just gotta train the best burger flipper.
That's right. You gotta motivate and identify the best burger flippers, and then do everything you can with your skills to make sure that they can maximize their skills. And that is certainly something that hopefully I do all right. Otherwise, I might be in trouble. I don't want to think about the alternative here today, okay? This is not the time. Day 2 of MiniStravaganza Hobby Hang is not the time to be asking these hard questions.
No.
But yeah, I'm super excited to get to add Yoda to my burgeoning clone force as well. He brings some really cool abilities to the table. One of the things I like about Yoda is just from my reviews and stuff, he seems pretty straightforward. Like, he does what I want a Yoda to do, which is jump around a lot and murder things with lightsabers, and use a lot of force abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm aware that maybe there's people who like want more out of life than that, but I don't. I just want a spinning green like alien blender of death who is all calm and collected until he's not, and then he goes on a murder spree.
See, I'm
And
like,
by murder spree I mean a protection spree, because clearly Jedi only protect people
see,
by
if you ask me,
hitting them with laser swords.
if you ask me, like, what about Yoda? Are you most excited to field about him? And I'll be like, it's Yoda.
It is Yoda. That's another strong point. Strong
Like,
point, Dallas Kemp.
it's Yoda. What do you want? It's Yoda. It's a cool miniature. I'm done here.
That's it. You're out. I mean, it is a pretty awesome mini. He looks super dope. I love the options. I really love the stylized cloth. Like, one of the things we always talk about
Yeah.
in sculpting and stuff is kind of pushing those details and, looking at how Corey and the rest of the team really kind of took the Yoda design to that next level and got the more stylization in the cloth, and you get that great dynamism, and it makes it really easy to paint. Like, I've just been following the cloth fold lines to build up that contrast and using a very like simple base coat and then highlight layer technique. I haven't even washed it. I don't think I'm going to, because I'm getting all the contrast I want here. So I'm very, very happy. Like, you get really nice folds on the pants. They've already taken that wash really well. So we'll just kind of like build this up.
Yeah, and it's something like I'm sure we'll talk about tomorrow, Marco and I, when we do our seminar. Like, that stylized cloth really helps with painting miniatures and just giving miniatures a more interesting feel. Like, it doesn't have to be super stylized. Like, this is definitely not super stylized, but it is more stylized than like artistic cloth. So it really adds to the paintability and the readability, and that's really important in miniatures, is the readability.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that we as a studio have been pushing for a while, and developing what we kind of our style and what we like. I liked your red jammies, so I'm going with like a dark reddish brown.
Red jammies.
He's wearing his red jammies.
Sir, it is the color is, what is the color? Brown leather, sir. Brown leather. Which, per the reference I'm looking at, is mostly accurate here. Now, there's definitely a lot of red in them, but it's not quite as red as red leather. So
it is red jammies.
Now I'm using some Surfer Orc flesh, mostly because I love the name of this color. And it's going to be like way too jade like colored first, and I'm going to wash it back with some greens and maybe some blue inks. We're gonna have some fun, and then apparently we're gonna go hot pink Yoda, because there's a Simone demanding it.
Whoa! Are you doing like turquoise? You're doing like You're doing Muppet green. I love it.
I told you, this is Surfer Orc flesh. I just love the name of it. So
the name is amazing.
Anytime I can use Surfer Orc flesh, I'm down. Like, I don't know what that means exactly, but yeah, it's real bright. It's real on that border of like teal jade kind of color. I'm gonna bring it back. It's a little too extreme right now, but
pretty
hot pink. We get you, Simone. We're there. I'm there. I'm gonna get to it. Let me get my Surfer Orc flesh down, and then I'm just gonna shift gears. And we're gonna go. What color is hot pink Yoda's lightsaber, though? That's what I need to know. Is it still green?
You need the contrasting color.
Well, green is pretty contrasty to hot pink,
yeah,
sir.
So it's still the opposite of red. So you need like minty
Minty green.
I think you went like a minty.
I grew up in the 90s, sir. I am aware that hot pink and minty green are not the way it works. It's hot pink and fluorescent neon green.
Do it. Fluorescent neon green, I'm in. I'm going to get my version.
I watched cable TV on Friday nights. I know all of the crazy colors. Alright, we're just going to finish this hand. I'm just going to lay down this base of Surfer Orc Flesh, and then we're going to go... Apparently, we're just going to go off the rails.
It always makes me nervous when Chick says lay down this base.
Lay down this base. What are you, afraid I'm going to beatbox?
You might.
No, I know my limits. That's not me. That's not me. That's not the world we live in. But yeah, we had a great. I had a lot of fun today. There were, hopefully everybody in the chat got to hang out for some of the panels, or if not all of them, and just chill with us. We had an amazing page to panel or page to table talk, like you were talking about, where we just dove into like dev philosophies and design, and we answered some tough questions, quote unquote tough questions, that I threw at everybody on the panel. And one of those things was obviously the really big question of competitive versus casual and what that meant, and is it a real thing and all of that. And I would encourage anyone who missed it to go back and check it out, because I think there were some pretty insightful thoughts. And if you want to know about the team that's really involved in helping bring these products to life and these games and these worlds, then it's a great way to get to kind of understand our mentalities and the different personalities that come together and collaborate on creating something that's really really cool, unique, and special, and that we take a lot of pride in and a lot of care in doing. You know, one of the big things about Atomic Mass and kind of our philosophy and things, we really strive to bring that collaborative atmosphere together and utilize everybody's ideas and strengths and all of that into kind of a big old stew.
A big old gumbo.
A big old gumbo. So we have folks like Mr. Luke Eddy, who certainly helps as a guiding force for all of the Star Wars games, and especially Legion, where this fantastic Yoda is from. But at the end of the day, everybody is kind of working on everything and you know, pushing together. So
yeah, me pushing to get my dewback commander.
it's true. Sometimes they're selfish pushes. Sometimes they make more sense. Okay, I guess at this point I'm gonna put all 200-ish points of this Yoda aside, and I'm gonna plot this Yoda here, and we're gonna get crazy. We're gonna get crazy. So Simone, is his skin pink? Is that pink Yoda, or is he still a green Yoda, but with like a pink outfit? I need directions here.
I feel like
you can't just say hot pink or go home, chat. I don't know what that means. Like, the whole Yoda can't be pink. He could
I
be
kind of
different.
feel like pink jammies with like some puppy prints or something.
Puppy prints.
Yeah, he's got little, puppy paw prints on his pink jammies.
I mean, I'm not even okay. It's all pink. This is just a travesty to this amazing miniature. We're just gonna paint them all shades of pink. This sounds more like a Dallas challenge than a me challenge here.
No, you bit.
Did I bite? I just bit because my boss came in and started yelling at me for not painting him pink. Middle of the night PJ. Oh man. Okay. I need my magenta then. We're going magenta.
Simone is saying pink jammies. Definitely pink jammies.
What is happening here? What madness is this?
I like that you're. So I didn't even try to build the Yoda like that, and I really like that grumpy standing there build. That's pretty cool. I had to go for the classic lifting rocks.
All right. think about this. How do we want this to work?
You're thinking about jammies. Just remember that.
I am. I'm thinking about color composition for hot pink jammies. That's what I'm doing here. So we're starting with a magenta wash just to get everything kicking.
This is how you get paid, sir.
Maybe we'll. I'm doing this in my off time. My day ended a while ago. This is just free.
Oh, that is true. We're off the clock.
This is just the freebie right now. This is you cashing in your MiniStravaganza points. Let's get some behind the scenes nonsense going on here. Yeah, sure, why not? We're gonna, you know what? We're just gonna start with everything. We're gonna lay down that nice undertone of magenta, and then we'll shade accordingly. I think we'll get some purples in there, and we'll play some like blue washes or something. We'll stick to him being green, I guess. That seems to be the overall desire here is green. I'm gonna have to break out that hairdryer now. So we got this going on. I'm sorry, Yoda.
You can say sorry all you want, but deep down you're having fun, you know.
I am having fun. I'm just, I feel like maybe this isn't the respect that Grandmaster Yoda has earned in his life, This was not what he expected when he woke up this morning. That's why he was wearing the pink jams. He thought he was having a day off, and then,
And then things went bad in the Republic, He
charted himself a nice little day spa trip on
Kashyyyk.
No, it definitely wasn't Kashyyyk. You wouldn't wear pink jams on Kashyyyk.
This would be more like a
Felucia. This would be more like a Felucia kind of like nightwear. You just on Felucia hanging out, wearing them pink jams, and then all of a sudden Grievous shows up and battle droids invade, and you're just like, man, here we go again. Can't ever get a day off. Gotta go deal with it. Alright, well, we got that initial wash layer down, so we're already playing with the pinks here. We're already heavily playing with the pinks.
I like that finally I don't have to do the weird thing.
You do not. I felt like maybe for once I should do the weird thing as well. So, all right, we're starting with the pinks. We're gonna let that wash dry, and then we're gonna.
This hair needs to be more gray. I need a really light gray with maybe a touch of blue in there.
We'll just stick with the surfer orc. I think that was working out pretty well. It's got that minty flavor that Dallas wants in his pink Yoda.
And mint and bubblegum, I'm telling you.
Minty bubblegum sounds terrible.
Oh, dude.
That is not a flavor combo I want anywhere near my mouth.
Mint and bubblegum flavor? Oh, no.
That's like when you were a kid, you used to go to like Baskin Robbins or the ice cream store, and they'd be like, what 2 scoops do you want? And you'd pick you'd be like, I want dark chocolate. I want triple chocolate dark and bubble gum.
You're just like, I want the most asinine thing I can think of.
That's right. I like the pink one and the green one. Please don't. You get ice cream once every 6 months. Don't waste it on bubblegum ice cream. Every time. But it's got bubble gum in it. You can have gum anytime you want. Stop. It's fine though. That's the heart of a child, which is what Pink Jam Yoda has. He might be 800 years old, but he's still just 200 at heart.
But he still shops at Sky Mall.
Well, yeah, you think about all the flights he takes. High Republic Sky Mall is definitely where he gets all of his stuff. He has no choice. He's not going shopping anywhere else. Alright, well, moving right along with this Very stylish Yoda. He looks like a pink snowball cake. I mean, kinda. Okay. Well, we're gonna kick it up a notch here, I guess. We're gonna go to Fluor Pink. Oof. This color. We're gonna grab ourselves one of my roughed up dry brushes. And this one. Yep, why not? Slip a little bit in with that. I'm just gonna go crazy. Alright, here we go.
Yeah, get in there. Be brave.
I am. I'm getting my dry brush ready here. But I don't know if my wash is completely dry yet. I might have to pull out that. I might have to pull out the aforementioned. Oh yeah, this is still wet. We're gonna need to pull out the hair dryer, I think. If we wanna continue on this course. So we'll fix that little smooge up. And then we're going to
Fix up the smooge.
Yep. I smudged it because my timing was off. Just going. And then you're gonna hear the hairdryer here in a second.
Whoa!
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah. Hairdryer all the way. Alright, here we go. Let's get this fluorescent pink jam going on here. Build that color up. Make it really nice and poppy. Let's go crazy. So those folks from the chat who watched the Star Wars art panel that Preston, myself, and Simone Elliott were on, you all got to see, I think, one of Yoda's command card pieces. And then I think before this stream there was at least one or two other, no, two of his command cards actually. Let's see, two of his command cards. His 3-pip, I believe, is the one where he's communing with all the other Jedis. And then his 1-pip is the super action-packed, oh, I'm like totally off camera here, my bad. Super action-packed leapy one.
I feel really bad I didn't get to watch that. My dinner showed up around that time and I hadn't eaten lunch. So I was like, yeah, sorry, I had to eat.
It's alright, it's alright.
I was looking forward to it.
There was a lot of cool art shown. A couple of spoilers, a couple of reveals, a couple of confirmations, you know?
I mean, I'm sure it's all stuff I've seen. That's not the point. I just like hearing people talk about stuff.
I don't actually think we spoiled all the art for Yoda. There's still a few pieces that haven't been put out there as far as I'm aware. So, of course, I can never keep a handle on all of the busy bees that are John Schaefer and Mr. BK. So it's possible, you know, they put out some stuff that I'm unaware of. But everything that I know of is not everything there is.
That's just like some life philosophy there.
I know, isn't it?
Everything I know of is not everything that there is.
Yeah, some Yoda style philosophy here going on.
There's definitely a bunch of stuff I don't know.
That's the fun part of it, though. You gotta learn it. You gotta learn it.
I love learning new stuff every day. Now we're back to our conversation last night.
We are. That's
Learning
what
and
hobby
growing.
hitting always turns into. It's very motivational. It's very focused on the next steps. You know.
We at Atomic Mass do not dwell on our past. We're like, cool, we did a thing. Let's learn and do it better next time.
All right. I'm gonna grab.
You're like, Dallas, you're probably gonna paint both these Yodas in the time, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just painting this one Yoda.
Just doing the one. You just hard focusing on the one.
Yeah.
Where did my violet ink go? Not violent. My violet ink go. Oh yeah, I unplugged that. That's unfortunate. That one looks good. Gonna pop in some darker contrast here on this robe. It's really thin kind of blaze of purple here. Put that in the shadows. The shadow nose. That hot pink jammy Yoda is. Have some purples to it. Feel like I'm not getting quite as much contrast here as I wanted, so let's kick this up a notch. Kick it up a notch.
Take it to 11.
It's still a little too early. I promised all of the folks that we wouldn't do anything too super hard spoiler on Yoda, but I'm very excited to see people's reaction to some of the things that he brings to the table. Specifically, his Jedi form or his lightsaber form is, in my opinion, completely nuts. But it's just like my opinion, man. So we'll see. I'm interested to see if anyone else shares kind of my thoughts on it. Luke's in the chat. He can either say yes or no. He could be like, "Yeah, you're crazy," or "You might be onto something." All right, switch over here. Oh, Luke says yes. Luke says yes. I'm not crazy. I might have a clue. I may have purchased a vowel. So I want to grab this violet, this actual violet paint, I think. Is pink Jam Yoda still? Is he still rocking his gray hair, or has he visited the Jedi beauty salon?
You think he's dyed it?
I mean, maybe. It's possible. I kind of feel like if we're gonna do Jam Yoda waking up in the middle of the night, I feel like he needs some kind of like facial mask on him. Some kind of beauty regimen to keep himself young and supple.
He's got the Noxzema or something.
Yeah, it's one of those masks that you wear to keep your skin young and the wrinkles to a minimum.
He's so wrinkly.
Well, look, just because it's not working doesn't mean that you can't imagine what it would be like if he wasn't trying. Okay.
That's a fair point, and really disturbing now.
He could just be like, you're like, oh, it's clearly not working, but maybe it is working. It just, it's just that bad. We've all been teenagers before. There's nothing you can do to stop there's nothing you can do to stop your skin just revolting on you, but you can at least make it less bad, maybe through the application of some work. Maybe that's Yoda and his wrinkles. We don't know. How dare you judge him?
Well, I don't judge anybody, especially by their size.
I still do. I, to be honest, when someone's like, when somebody is a tiny muppet and they tell me to not judge them by they chastise me for judging them by their size. It feels
You judge them
self-aggrandizing.
harder.
It feels a little self-aggrandizing to me. I might not be with them right away, you know. Trust is earned, okay. Little green man. I don't know what's happening anymore. This conversation has not gone anywhere I thought it was going to go today.
No.
This Yoda is certainly not what I thought I was going to be doing right now. But at the same time,
I'm just glad it's you this time.
I mean, kind of at the same time, though, I feel like this journey is one that I needed to take. And I'm so happy that we're here doing it together. As I just layer in purple shade into my hot pinks.
You needed to go on this this is my cave. This is my Dagobah cave test right now. It's happening. What's in there? Only what you take with you. Hot pinks and purples. You're seeing into your dark side.
Almost broke our PG rule, but I didn't. But I didn't. Alright, let's be honest. I'm kind of curious now as to what would have happened had Luke only taken hot pink jammas into the cave with him. I feel like it would have been a lot more of a party.
I do like that visual, there's the only thing in there is what you take with you. And Luke walks over and opens up the trunk to the X-Wing and it's like, hot pink jammies it is.
Maybe it's his little stuffed Tusken Raider Bantha toy that he's had since he was a kid. It's all ratty.
Aww.
All right, Mr. Snuffles, let's go into the cave. So many different ways that could have worked out. Endless possibilities, as it were.
This is called player choice.
It's true. This is the realm of player choice. I'm gonna tell Plumber that's the next OP scenario he's got to make.
The stuffed Bantha?
No.
Oh,
the cave. The cave.
The cave. I'm more into the stuffed Bantha, but hey, whatever.
That's more of a miniature project, though.
Oh, if. We need more Banthas. 100%. I'm a big monster guy, so.
You do love all the creatures, and the creatures are cool. I know in my heart of hearts there's definitely a place for more creatures. Simone better put this Yoda on the table. Zero question. Zero question.
Are you gifting that to Simone?
I don't know. It depends it depends. It depends what the reaction is here.
I already gifted a miniature.
I could just be screwing it up. This could be exactly what she didn't want, in which case then I guess it's mine forever. But it might be exactly what she wanted. I don't know anymore. I'm so confused.
The world is topsy-turvy.
We're wearing pink jammas and talking about stuffed Banthas. I'm out. I got nothing left here, folks. Nothing left. This one. I want this one. Now we're gonna make some really baby pink highlights here for the pants, for the inner jams. They're gonna get really pastel-y, I think.
Look, I know they're Jedi robes, but when I'm gonna go ahead and say, ever since I was a kid, I looked at Jedi robes and I was just like, that looks comfy as all get out.
I'm positive that they are very comfortable. The whole order is built around being comfortable. Here we
That's
go.
how you get Sith.
By not being comfortable?
No, by being too comfortable.
Too comfortable?
Complacent.
I feel like the Sith are the ones who just like, nothing ever happens around here. It's too comfortable. We should do something else. And they're like, man, stop harshing the chill, yo. I don't know why.
Quit rabble rousing.
Quit rabble rousing. It's true. That's the untold story. The very first Sith and Jedi like split. You're just a rabble. Stop doing that. Rabble. Look at all of these things that we're discovering tonight. They're not good things, but they're definitely things.
Look, it's day 2 of a con.
It's day 2 of a con. That is a true science fact. That is a true science fact, my friend. And it has been a fantastic con so far. And tomorrow, it just gets better and better. You're going to be doing some sweet OSLs. So lightsaber glows. You're going to get that Vader out that you've been working on for a while and show people how you would finish off that work. We've got a whole cool 2 hours devoted to kind of exploring the start of the hobby. So, you know, even if you've been doing it for a while, if you want to get some like 101 classes can always be really great just to kind of give new ideas on how to do things and figure stuff out. But of course, we're also, you know, expecting that we're going to get a lot of folks who maybe have a lot of questions or are looking to take their first steps into that larger world, and we're going to have a lot of fun welcoming new faces into the hobby. So between
What's all about?
Hobby 101, we've got a sweet X-Wing 101, which is going to kind of walk through, you know, how can somebody get started? What's the game about? And we're going to be doing that through the lens of these new squadron packs that are coming up. So we're going to be putting those on the table and playing with them a bit, but also just talking about, hey, this is a really great way to get new players involved and comfortable, and a lot of really cool stuff going on.
Question for anybody. Cat, what color, I don't have reference up and I'm not going to stop to do it. What color is Yoda's finger and toenails?
I'm pretty sure they're just like bone talon color,
Are,
you know?
are they like bone? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we could have just done, what's that fancy dancy art style that only uses 3 colors? It's like a term for it.
Trichromatic.
Yeah, but isn't that, it's a technique? It's like, it's got like a person's name or something. It's like some kind of method.
Oh,
You only get 3 colors on your palette. You just work everything comes from those 3 colors. That's what I feel like I should have done on this Yoda here. I don't know how I would have done the green, but I would have figured it out.
I'm seeing bonish dark gray, bone with a green tint, yellow bone with a green. Okay, I can do that.
Can you though? Can you really
I can do that. Yeah.
Is this something that you're ready to do? All right. Here's our test. Is this going to make it too green though as we work in our wash? We're going to lose our mintiness. Hopefully not.
Don't lose the minty.
I know we don't want to lose the mintiness, but I also need to get some better contrast on this Yoda skin here. What color is the saber going to be? I thought we determined that it was going to be green. I'm open to suggestions right now. Like we're off the map and made. Here there be monsters. So let's just go. Give me saber colors. Give me your saber colors. Pink saber? What is it with just making everything pink right now? I feel...
Well, Caboose 4077 says candy cane saber.
Oh my gosh.
Come
We
on,
don't,
barbershop pole.
we don't have that kind of time. We don't have that kind of time here. We're already over our time allotment. Once again, the hobby hang will not be stopped by simple considerations like time.
I can only imagine what tomorrow night's gonna be like.
Tomorrow night, the after party is going to be the place. Highlighter yellow?
Oh, highlighter yellow, that's pretty good.
Oh. We can give it a try, I guess. We can give it a try.
It could be gold, like it's like sparkly gold.
Sparkly gold. If only I had my glitter pens here, I'd just do glitter pen for it.
Oh, with some puffy paint.
Yeah. Puffy paint glitter pen, like we'll just take it all the way. Why not? Why not, sir? Your scientists were so concerned if they could, they never stopped to think if they should. You damn Skippy. Okay. Just gotta figure out the hair here.
Look, kids, we're here to party. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, is that it? We're gonna go to our rainy gray for the hair. We're gonna keep the hair. I think we're gonna keep the hair more traditional. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Did Simone say gold?
I think Simone said,
Gold.
I saw gold. I thought it was Simone. It
It's
might have.
Simone. Gold? I mean,
Simone's all about the gold.
she is all about the gold. I'm trying to think, like, what if the hilt was gold, but the lightsaber was still aglow? It just feels. Oh, I'm like kind of bumping off camera here. It just feels a little odd to do a lightsaber that's not, glowy in some way, but we can do gold. There's nothing stopping us. Ooh. Let's get back around here. All right, Pink GM Yoda, you're getting close. Getting close. We need to do our nails. Go back to this. Gold hilt, purple blade. I mean, I don't know why. There's part of me that's like, this highlighter yellow idea is horrifying enough to be worth trying, maybe. It's so crazy it might just work. At the end of this, Dallas has an amazing recreation of the Yoda we all know and love, and I've made Mrs. Yoda, the angry 1,200-year-old mother who screams at the other Jedi to leave her son alone. It's way past his bedtime. He doesn't have time for your Clone Wars crap. I mean, my aunt totally owned a set of these jammas, now that I'm looking at it. I remember this. Okay, so...
Good artist brings their life experiences into the art.
It's true. I mean, this is probably more of my trauma, but it's fine. This is some kind of... If we put the full mask on, if there was some way to paint... perm curlers in Yoda's hair, we might be there. We might have unearthed something pretty deep, but thankfully we're not there. This is just stylish Yoda living his dream life on his dream vacation, getting interrupted like poor Yoda always does. As Simone knows, when you're at the top, there's never a true vacation. There's always some crisis right around the corner. Just waiting for you. Oh, my lightsaber got a little use some citrine alchemy. Ooh, that might work. That might work. Do we just have a crazy idea?
Stupid like a fox.
Stupid like a fox. Maybe. Maybe. Once again, just pushing that contrast like crazy. High contrast equals high value.
Oh.
Be quiet, that's totally how it works.
Oh. Those words are not doing what they're supposed to do.
High contrast equals high value. That's what I heard today.
That's not that's not what the word value means.
I watched color. I watched your color pop thing. You talked a lot about contrast.
It was a lot about contrast. All the different types of contrast.
Let's. Might have to go back to that. Might have to go back to the hairdryer here. Highlight some skin first. Oh, this brush is angry. I'll let that dry.
My brush has taken a beating over the past 2 days, and
yeah.
like this sucker is about dead.
Yeah. Reclaim some of Yoda's mintiness here. Told minty Yoda, so that's what we're gonna do. Give him that little the nose, bags under the eyes. Fill that out here. All right, I need what color am I going to mix into that surfer orc to create like a really contrasty highlight?
A highlight?
Yeah, I gotta take that skin tone up like one more notch, I think, to really make it pop well.
Yeah, my paints are drying out. Even my wet pot, it's been open all day. And
Your wet pot's done too.
Yeah, I have painted the world today. I didn't even do that many classes. Maybe I did. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, undead flesh. We're gonna try that. I think that'll work pretty well. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. I don't like how that came out of the pot. I want. Oh wait, hellbound flesh. This seems better. Yeah. Yeah, hellbound flesh. That's my huckleberry. Gross. Now we're just in that manic stage of arting.
What about huckleberry flesh? We need that paint color.
You put it in a bottle. You figure that out. I'm in. Huckleberry flesh for the win. Why not? There are no rules anymore.
Oh yeah, we gave up on those a long time ago.
I've seen a world with pink Jam Yoda. None of this scares me anymore.
We've stared into the abyss.
We have. And it stared back in glorious shades of pinks.
People are asking about brush brand. Any good Kolinsky Sable is what I use, and cheap makeup brushes and cheap art store brushes. It's like
if you watched If you checked out Heavy Armor from day one, you got to see me use my $7 massive makeup brush set to just stab the heck out of an AA5 speeder truck.
Yeah.
Which
The
I
other
like.
day, my lady dug out. I dug out. My lady had a bunch of extra giant makeup brushes, and I was like, claimed.
These are now mine. Yeah, makeup brushes are great for like dry brushing, stippling especially. They're super tough, which is great because
I got flipped.
those techniques just really mess with you with your brushes. I mean, I think we've said before, you and I pretty much use the Winsor Newton Kolinsky Sable stuff.
Yeah, I've been testing some new stuff though.
You have been trying a lot of different brushes. I'm curious to get your lowdown on what's next because I'm always looking for new stuff, but a lot of the times, you know, that tried and true. Yo Mama? Oh, chat. It's awful and yet also amazing.
I know a guy who only paints with like really like just jank dollar store brushes, and is just one of the best bloody painters. Like it just because it just doesn't matter if you understand the tool, then it just doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's like we've talked about before, and you are always really good to point out. The two most important things for any brush is simply its belly and its point. And so if that dollar store brush, you know, has a great belly and a good point, and you know how to use that tool, it's going to work out great.
Yeah.
It's amazing what we as human beings and hobbyists can make do with if you just kind of work at it. You know, I've definitely stuck with brushes that any normal person would have been like, this is just terrible, get rid of it. But you learn to work around the quirks of the tool and go from there.
Oh man, I've had studio brushes where I'm like, I should replace this, I should replace this, I should replace this, and then you replace it and you're just like, oh, I miss that weird little quirk of the brush, and you kind of go dig that little guy back out.
Yep. Yeah, you learn to work with it so well.
Like this brush is beat, but like it doesn't matter to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm familiar with him.
Yeah,
And there's
brush
like
has
really
its own
high
kind of
end brushes
personality.
there's real high end brushes that people, certain artists will swear by, and then I pick it up and I'm just like, I can't figure it out. I just don't see it.
Yeah, it just doesn't work for you. Yep, I've certainly been there.
Now I have had really good, like, chicks at Windsor Newtons. I've had Windsor Newtons last me, 3 months in the studio, and in a studio painting, that's 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So like, I can definitely attest to like a good quality brush and just beating the heck out of it. Because trust me, us studio painters, we don't treat brushes like precious things.
They're not forever friends. You have a stipend for that.
Brushes and paints are not forever friends, and a studio painter will beat the snot out of a brush. And even now, like I buy my personal brushes, and I don't care. I'll beat the snot out of that thing too.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think we're ready to go.
They're not meant to last forever. Neither is your paints.
It's true. I think the last time we changed brushes, it was because, as Simone's saying in the chat, she was complaining that her brushes were really ugly. And she's like, you have a stipend for brushes. Get new brushes! What she doesn't know is that I still have my old brushes and I use them half the time.
Oh, you should see my collection of old brushes behind me. I feel like my Yoda's like really close to done. I think it's time to start the other one. Oh, I need to darken that area.
I'm gonna be honest. You can start, but you're not gonna finish.
Oh, I'm not gonna finish. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm racing to get Pink Yoda done because I started the other Yoda and then we shifted over to Jam Jam Yoda, and I'm committed to finishing before we end Hobby Hang.
I mean, if this is my weird Yoda, I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to do what I want. Oh.
You're not. Your idea is too off the beaten track. It's too wild, too dangerous, too furious, too fast. I don't know. Nobody knows anymore. Just gonna hit this hair with a quick dry brush. Utilizing one of those aforementioned brushes that I completely beat the crap out of before.
I say brushes aren't forever friends, but I never throw away a brush because you can use it to apply glue.
They can find a whole lot of extra purpose in life for sure.
Dash Z TV says Force Ghost Yoda.
Ooh, Force Ghost Yoda leaping in Ataru style seems like that should have been your first your Kane Yoda, honestly.
I know that should have been Kane Yoda. Like he's communicating using the Force. That's pretty good. I don't know if I can do jumpy Force Ghost. Like that just seems like, I mean, I actually kind of terrifies me. Like there's like, oh, it's Force Ghost Yoda, and all of a sudden he just leaps at you. Like that's scary.
You're not listening. It's true. It's true. Nobody wants Force Ghost Yoda to jump at them.
I don't want ghosts to jump at me. Like just ghost in general. Like they can just stand over in the corner and be spooky ooky. That's fine. But jump at me? No, man.
Ghosts and spiders should never jump at you. That's, I think, what we've learned tonight. Oh. Alright. I think we're at that point. So I did a layer of citrine alchemy, which is a really, really light gold, and now I'm going to take some of this fluorescent yellow, and we're gonna put it over the citrine alchemy, and we're gonna cross our fingers that we get a gold-looking lightsaber. So we'll see what happens here. Alright, here we go. As long as we're dry.
What have we been paying for, an hour?
Longer than that. It's been an hour and a half now.
Hour and a half. I'm pretty happy with my Yoda in an hour and a half.
You should have no complaints, sir. No complaints. And no yogurts.
I was definitely calling a collection of two Yodas a Yoda.
Alright, I just want to make sure that's completely dry before I do this step, because I don't want to mess it up. Here we go.
What if I just chicken out and just kind of do the same Yoda?
The same Yoda? Well, I mean, that would make the most sense for your burgeoning Republic force. And then
This one's all about showing off dope lightsaber like paints. So,
is it?
yeah, I love painting lightsabers.
Alchemy. All right, here we go. It's a little more yellow than it is gold, but there's gold in it.
That thing definitely looks like it can mark up a stack of documents.
It's pretty bright. It's pretty bright. We lost a little bit of the gold, but it definitely feels like a saber. So
It feels like a highlighter for sure.
I'm kind of okay with it. Kind of okay with it. Just gonna go back because that floor takes forever to dry. Yeah, Yoda.
Yeah, Yoda.
That's where we're at right now. This is the life we've chosen for ourselves. I don't know if this would really pass muster at your OSL class, but you know, here we are.
I can give people a quick sample of what to expect out of it.
Oh, do it. We got 5 minutes left. Take
Well,
them home.
No, I'm just gonna show like what the end result is. So like,
Oh, you're gonna show them the finished cake. Teach them how to bake
yeah.
it tomorrow.
I'll show them the finished cake tonight. Bake it tomorrow. Let's get this sucker in. There you go. See, like you got your sweet blues. And we're gonna learn how to do this.
I like it. I like it. I'll be watching. Like the
All
song
right.
says, I'll be watching you.
So we're gonna do that tomorrow.
Oh. Right into the paint. Sorry, brush. That was my bad. That was my bad. Alright, there he is. Pink Jam Yoda with his mostly golden highlighter lightsaber.
Pink jammies. I
Pink
love
jammies.
them.
Show us your finished Yoda. Let's compare finished Yodas here. Come on now.
I only finished one. You finished two?
No, I didn't finish two. I got pretty far. On my other one. This is my other one. This is where we started. So it was like the first 20-ish minutes or whatever. So very classic, you know. We got the kind of the greener, more animated Clone Wars style skin that we started. And this is where the boss told me to go. This is the road untraveled that we picked. With Pink GM Yoda. He was trying to go to a spot in Felucia and he got woken up and now he's got to go deal with some fools.
And look at that face. He is definitely gonna deal with some fools.
He's gonna deal with some fools. He's not happy. He is not happy at all. So there you go. What were the colors that you used for your Yoda, sir? Your skin colors. Everyone's asking for your skin color.
Let me just show everybody real quick what you're actually asking.
Yeah, show them the palette. Show it to them.
That's the skin. Is everything right in that area? Is just probably 8 different colors. There's even some blues and grays. I was just making it up.
You're just making it up. Nice.
I was just painting with. It was jazz tonight, Chick. As usual, when we hang out, we're just making jazz.
It's always jazz. That's what hobby hanging is. You just go with your feels or get told what to do by your boss.
Yeah, sometimes you paint what you feel in your heart, and other times you get handed a sheet music that you don't understand.
Well, I'm very excited to finish off this Yoda. and add him to my 104th clone battalion that continues to grow. And then I'm very much excited to, you know, have Pink Jam Jam Yoda for when I'm feeling saucy, when I'm feeling cranky. This is my cranker Yoda. That's what I've decided now. If I'm not having a pleasant day and I feel a little cranky,
You pull out the pink Yoda.
the
and
pink
like,
Yoda's coming out. How dare you interrupt my beauty sleep? How dare you, sir?
If we come to playtest and pink Yoda's on the table, it's
That's
shit
right.
that once.
I'm just gonna have regular Yoda on my desk, and then I'll switch him out for pink Yoda, so you'll just know. It'll just be the little marker. You can tell right away. Pink Jam Jam Yoda does need coffee, but he also needs Betty Bye. So coffee tomorrow. Coffee tomorrow.
I swear we need to have Marco sculpt you up like a little stuffy, a wampa stuffy
Ooh, yeah.
to go on his belt. He's got like a little wampa stuffy.
That's right. This is the way. This is the way it's got to go. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for a glorious day 2 of MiniStravaganza. Be sure to join us tomorrow at 9 a.m. for day 3. We're going to be doing Taking Your First Steps, which is an introduction to miniature hobbying. So we're going to cover all of the basics, best practices, all that stuff. So if you need a refresher or you want to see if maybe there's something new, 101s are a great way to just see how other people approach the hobby and maybe learn some new tricks. And of course, anytime you have somebody who's been interested in the hobby or trying to get into the hobby, that's what we really put those classes on for, to demystify and to get more people into our fantastic stuff.
Can I just?
Oh, go ahead.
Can I just say, I've been doing this a long time. I've been paid to do this a long time, and only just a year, 2 years ago, I took a Airbrush 101 class, and I've been using an airbrush a long time. And even though it was a 101, I learned so much. So don't think that you don't have anything to learn from a 101. Just, I'm hyping you up, chick.
There's always more. I know, maybe too much. We're going to have a blast. That's going to be the first stream. We have a lot of other things. We've got OSL. We've got our X-Wing 101, which, again, if you have friends who are interested in learning how to play X-Wing, that's going to be a great place to point them to. We're going to be walking through the squad packs and talking about how you take your first steps into that amazing game. And there's plenty more content as well. And, of course, day 3 of our global campaign, Unconventional Warfare. So be sure to get your games in. We're excited to see how those results turn out. Until then, have a great night, y'all. Stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow for day 3 and the finale of MiniStravaganza.
All right. Wow, that was a much longer stream than I was expecting. Let's take a look at everything from that. Because there's a couple of bits of information. I'm not going to keep you guys too much longer. So, Yoda is apparently like the big things is you're getting 2 Yodas, right? You're going to be able to build 2. Now they did not confirm that you're getting 2 bases, but I'm pretty sure you're going to get 2 bases, and but maybe not. You might just get 1. I know that I have extra bases because of you know, I picked up some of the deluxe bases, so I have extra bases kind of floating around just in case. But yeah, he is going to have. Also, giveaway stuff. Stay tuned for that. We got more giveaway stuff to announce. So, or winners and stuff like that to announce. So yeah, so you're gonna be able to build 2 different versions of them. There's gonna be some spots, some options for like a 3rd pose. But yeah, it looks like you have 2 different hands that can hold lightsabers too. I don't know if you'll be able to give him like 2 lightsabers if you wanted to make him dual wield or whatever, but you know, you've got this option here, you've also got this option but with the cane, and then of course you get the other option up there. I think, you know, if this is the one I'm not going to go with, because I want him with the cane, you know what I'm saying? I want the cane Yoda and then the Clone Wars Yoda. Those are the 2 that I think I'm going to want to run. This is apparently his 1 pip. This is not the Yoda unit card. This is a 1 pip called Size Matters Not. And this is apparently his 3 pip called Luminous Beings Are We. And apparently there's more, because this is something else. I don't know what this is, but this is obviously not his unit card. This could be his 2 pip, or this could be his 2 pip, or this could be his unit card. This might just be how you or this could be a Force upgrade or something like that. There's definitely going to be, they said there's definitely more Yoda art than what we have seen. I'm kind of impressed with that. So I guess that's just how it's going to be. But yeah. So that's pretty going on. So all right, so let's run through the rest of it. So we got Dallas Kemp and Will Schick. We're painting both versions. We got to see that. We got to see some close-up versions of the minis. They were starting off doing them normal, and here's a good size comparison. So he's gonna be real little. He's gonna be like R2D2 size, roughly. Now they have him up on a little base, so you're getting like half a centimeter extra up there because they based this model a little bit. Yeah, it's been a long night. So yeah, and of course then they had the crazy paint job, which Simone asked Will Schick to do, and then of course we have the finished other version, and of course I went ahead and made a meme while we were watching, because there was a lot of people really liking the pink Yoda version, and we. Yeah, and so like Luke was in the chat. He confirmed a couple of other things. He did confirm that it is not a cross. He said it is Republic era Yoda, so it's not a cross faction pack. So we're not getting a Rebel version of Yoda in this pack. We also learned that Ataru Mastery is supposed to be pretty nuts. And we're going to probably get more information tomorrow because there's other people saying that, like talking about how like they've pieced together information from things that have been kind of talked about and leaked all over social media today, that he supposedly has Spur, that he's going to be 6 health, Courage 4, something like that. There's a lot of information out there. I'm not 100% sure on all of it, but it seems like it's a good collection of all the information that has been surrounded. So I think I'll save all of that until after tomorrow, see if we see his unit card spoiled. And kind of put everything together. So next week we'll have some solid Yoda information, as well as all the other stuff all consolidated. So I'll be working on those consolidated types of videos. All right, guys, we've got some giveaway stuff to talk about also. Let's see, what is it today? Our winner. We've got Legion promos, right? We've got a Snowtrooper, DLT, and Fleet Trooper, and that was for the hashtag Legion promo. So the winner for that is going to be George Acosta. Congratulations, George Acosta. You've won the Snowtrooper, Fleet Trooper promo. All you have to do is just shoot me an email, and I'll get your shipping information. That's going to be mailcrabbok@gmail.com, and everybody else, if you did not win, or if you're watching this later, if you want the DLT 19/Z6 double-sided Legion promo, I'm going to, once this stream is over, I'm going to go ahead and drop that in Discord. So you have to join my Discord. There's going to be links for all that stuff in the description below, and then you can check that out there. Also, while you're checking out links, check that link for Luxury Playstyle. They have amazing full metal tokens. They have them for a variety of games. Keyforge, X-Wing. I use a lot of these in my Legion stuff. Their Keyforge damage tokens are amazing double-sided damage. There's 1s and 3s on the other side. You're going to save 15% with code Crabbok VIP. We're all getting closer and closer to start playing in person again. You're going to want some awesome tokens to show up when you do. They are also working on Legion tokens. So if you want to get a free Crabbok C5 token with the lightsaber nunchucks, all you have to do is spend orders of $35 or more while supplies last. They're going to get a free Crabbok token thrown in there too. So that's only if you use code Crabbok VIP. Plus, why wouldn't you want to use that? You're going to save 15% with your order. But definitely check out, if you're an X-Wing player, there's lots of tokens there. They come in a variety of finishes. If you play Keyforge or Arkham or L5R or Legion, the shield tokens are great for Legion. I love the damage tokens too to get you started for now. And that's about it for that. So Yoda looks cool. We're going to see more stuff tomorrow. Stick with me. We'll be the morning will be kind of clear, but in the evening they got a couple of streams lined up. We're going to be doing those, and I'll be bringing them to you. And of course, stay tuned through social media. There's links in the description below, and also through Discord. That's going to do it for that. I will talk to you guys soon. Stay safe and stay well and get some sleep tonight. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Big thanks to my patrons as well. You guys are amazing, and I could not do this without your continued support. So thank you for continuing to support the channel. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much, and as always, have a great